Hi everyone, it's Anja here and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. And today we are making a flower hair scrunchie. Whenever I need cheering up a bit, I always
be sure to wear some flowers in your hair.
And that is exactly why I designed this really cheerful hair scrunchie. So when you wear it around your ponytail or even around your bun, it looks like a flower. And a big thank you to Kelly and Fee for being my models for this video. You did so well. Thank you so much for that. It's really easy to make. All you need is a bit of leftover of a flower color and a leftover of some green, but of course you can also make it in one color. The other thing you will need is your elastic hairband, of course. Let's get started. So what will you need? Well, actually I am using two colors of Starcraft Special DK, Vintage Peach and Cypress. So that will make a nice flower combination. You don't have to do that. You can use any color that you like. For example, here I just used Storm Blue. That's perfectly all right. And then you will also need darning needle, scissors, and of course your hook to go with the yarn. I usually use a 3.5 for the Starcraft, which is prescribed as a 4, so use the hook that you usually use. And of course here I have a hair elastic. It's one of those thicker bands with the black cover on it, and this is ideal to use for your scrunchie. So to get started, we are going to use the flower color, and you make your slip knot, insert your hook, and you take your hair elastic and you're going to place your first single crochet round around the actual hairband like this. So into the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on your hook. You are now going to do 39 stitches around your elastic band. Make sure you scoot them over so that they cover up your whole elastic. I will be back to do the 40th stitch with you to close the round. So I now have 39 V's going around the outside of my work. I'm going to create the 40th by doing a slip stitch under that first V there. Voila. Okay, so make sure you have your strands sort of nicely divided over your elastic band. It doesn't matter too much. You're not going to see it as it will be sort of into your hair. So that's okay like this. So now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then you are going to skip 2, so 1, 2. Into the third one, you are going to do a slip stitch. So just in, pull up a loop and pull it through the loop on your hook, like so. 1, 2, 3 chains, 1, 2 skipped, into the third one, and you just do your slip stitch. So this is how you will continue all along the round. And I'm just doing my last 1, slip stitch into that same one as we started, because of course that was my next one that I had to do. So I now have 13 chain 3 loops around the edge of my work here. Now to start the next round, we are going to slip stitch into the next chain space. There we go. So into the loop that we have created here. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do 6 double crochets around this chain. So yarn over, insert into the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are doing 6 of them to make a nice petal. So that's 4, 5, and do scoot it over, and 6. Then we do 2 chains, and then we are going to slip stitch into the same chain space still to finish our petal. There we go. Look, so that's 1 petal made. Now, once again, you slip stitch into the next chain space. And we do the same thing. Chain 2, 6 double crochets. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Let me just check. 2, 4, yeah. Then we do 2 chains, and once again a slip stitch into the chain space to finish the little petal. And this is how you are going to continue all around your scrunchie. And when you get here, that's when I'll meet you. So I've just finished my petals. Look at that. So I've got my chain 2 here. So I go for the last petal, I go into, like we did before, the same chain space, do my slip stitch. There we go. Now we are going to do a slip stitch, but towards the back of our work. So tilt the work towards you, and you can see here, that's your initial slip stitch there, and you're going to do a slip stitch around that. So pull through the yarn and pull it through the loop on your hook. You've now placed or brought yourself to the back of your work, and that is where we are going to continue. Now we are going to be doing chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you go to the next link here, and you do a slip stitch around that. And then you bring it through the loop on your hook. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 chains. And basically, if you look at your front, you will be going into there, out there, bring back the yarn via the front, and then put it through the loop on your hook. Okay, so this is the one that we are creating now, the one that's lying like this. Now, if you were to do this in your next color, for example, if you're doing it in green for your leaf, then you will see little green bits there. And I didn't want that. And of course, here it doesn't matter because you've just got the one color. So we are actually attaching the chains that we are going to be attaching our leaves to in the petal color so that it doesn't show up. Okay, now also I've just done 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 6 or 7 of these petals. You don't need more because you're not going to see them when you make your ponytail. And attach it. There we go. Voila. And now I am going to cut off my color, pull this through, and we are now working sort of at the back of our work. So I'm going to lay it down like this. This is the first chain I made here, so that's where I'm going to go back to. And now I am going to start using my cypress. So we do a slip knot, insert your hook, and we are going to do a slip stitch around the chain space as we are used to already. And then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now of course we want these petals to be bigger, so we are going to be using trebles, and we are going to do 8 of them. So a treble is yarn over twice, insert into your chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2.
And we're doing this 8 times for this leaf. And remember, we are only making 6 or 7 leaves for this hair scrunchie.
It's not going to take all that long. Where am I? I've lost count now. Let's see. Chain 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so 1 more. And then just like before, we finish in our chain as well. So this time we do the chain 3 and you do your slip stitch into that chain space there. And look at that. This petal, or better this leaf, is bigger than the petal, so it shows up. Okay, so slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3, and off you go again, doing your 8 trebles. I will see you when you have done your 6 or 7 leaves. Okay, so I've just done my last chain 3, slip stitch into there, and that is it. There we go. So look at that. Really loving this combination of colours. There we go. So all we have to do now is sew in the ends, and of course you haven't got much to work with, so make sure you sew it into the petals maybe, because that just makes sense to hide the ends in there.
I hope you will enjoy making this lovely flower hair scrunchie. It's easy to make and only needs leftovers and an elastic hairband. I am sure it will brighten up someone's day if they can wear this flower in their hair. It can be made quickly to coordinate girls' outfits and even your own. Never too old to wear a flower in your hair, are we? Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!